So the third question says, what is a fire assembly point? What is a fire assembly point? And that is just question 1. Question 1A says, define the following terms: flashover, fire intensity, backdraft, an extinguishing agent, and what is a fire assembly point? What is a fire assembly point?
Extinguishing agent.
So if you recall that I said it is mandatory for every organization to have a place to assemble in case of fire. So a fire assembly point is a point that is designated for people to assemble in case there is fire. It's a place to assemble in case of fire. That is fire assembly point. So the next question, which is question 1B. Question 1B, explain the difference between complete and incomplete combustion. Define what is complete and incomplete combustion. Complete and incomplete combustion. So complete combustion is in the presence of oxygen. Complete combustion is in the presence of oxygen, where fire burns with oxygen and it releases. Why incomplete combustion is it burns with oxygen, but it's totally not totally extinguished. That is what we call an incomplete combustion. So that's for question 1. Question 2, what is arson? Question 2, what is arson? What is arson? What do you define as arson? What is defined as arson? What is defined as arson? Arson. Arson is defined as deliberate or intentional act of setting fire. Arson is defined as deliberate or intentional act of setting fire into a property or into material. That is what we call an arson. Arson is a crime whereby a person deliberately or intentionally causes fire. Intentionally causes fire or deliberately causes fire is what is defined as arson. What is defined as arson? The next one is, with an annotated diagram, discuss the fire tetrahedron. With an annotated diagram, discuss a fire tetrahedron. A fire tetrahedron. A fire tetrahedron. You know, in class, I said there are 4 components. There are 4 components that needs to be present before fire can start. There are 4 major components that needs to start before fire can start. Oxygen, heat, fuel. Oxygen, heat, fuel, and chain reaction. So a fire tetrahedron is the four component element that combines together to form fire. A fire tetrahedron is the four component that combines together to form what? To enable fire to occur. So without these four components, fire cannot occur. So that is what, so if you are asked you to draw with a diagram, so what you need to do, you draw a tetrahedron shape, a shape that has four, this thing. I put label one oxygen, label another one fuel, label another one heat, and label chain reaction to connect everything together. That is what we call a fire tetrahedron. That is question 2B. So question 2C. Hello?
Am I on duty? I say yes, sir. He said thank you for protecting our country.
Okay. The last question, question 2C. Explain the four mechanisms of extinguishing fire. Explain the four mechanisms of extinguishing fire. Explain the four mechanisms of extinguishing fire. How do you extinguish fire? The four mechanisms of extinguishing fire. So, the four mechanisms of extinguishing or putting out fire. Number one, the one is cooling. Cooling the burning material. Number one is cooling. Number two is excluding oxygen. Number three is removing the fuel. Number four, break the chemical reaction. There are four ways. There are four ways or four mechanisms of extinguishing or putting out fire. The first one is cooling the burning material. The second one is excluding oxygen. The third one is removing the fuel. The fourth one is breaking the chemical reaction. So those are the things you write. Question 3. Write short notes on 5 main types of fire extinguisher and give an example. Write short notes on 5 main types of fire extinguisher. 5 main types of fire extinguisher and give example of the class of fire they are used for. So we have 5 main types of fire extinguisher. We have water, we have powder, we have foam, we have CO2, and we have wet chemical. We have 5 main types of fire extinguisher: water, powder, foam, CO2, and wet chemical. We have 5 main types of fire extinguisher: water, powder, foam, CO2, and wet chemical. So the question says, write short notes on the 5 main types of fire extinguisher and give example of the classes of fire they want to use. So the first type of fire extinguisher is water. The second one is powder. The third one is foam. The fourth one is CO2. And the fifth one is wet chemical. Water, powder, foam, CO2, and wet chemical. Those are, so, and I said, the other one, I said, tell me the class of fire that you can use them for. So for water is only suitable for class A fire. Water is only suitable for class A fire. White powder suitable for class A, and class B?
That's reaction. Reaction just like this one ignite this one, this one ignite this one. That's the reaction now. That's how that reaction.
Powder. The next one, powder. Powder is only good for solid materials and liquid fire. So powder is good for solid material, which is class A, and liquid. Liquid, which is class B. So another classes of fire extinguisher is class carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is good for liquid and for electrical fire. It's good for liquid, which is class B, and class C, which is electrical fire. The third class of fire extinguisher is wet chemical. Wet chemical is only used for cooking oil and fats, which is class F or class K fire. Class F or class K fire. Class F or class K fire. The next question. The next question is, write short notes on the mode of fire transfer and why they are important. The next question is, write short notes on the mode of fire transfer.
Reduction and
direct contact.
Mode of fire transfer. Conduction, convection, conduction. So that is the answer. That is the answer for that. It's in your handout. It's also in the PowerPoint. Question 4A. Write short note on 5. Write short note on the 5 development stage of fire. Write short note on the 5 development stage of fire.
You confuse one that class because
this answer other answer. The answer.
So the question is just write short note on the stages of development of fire. So we have incipient, we have growth, we have fully developed, and we have decay. It's not 5. It's a mistake. Write short note on the development stage of fire. We have incipient, we have growth, we have fully developed, and we have decay. We have incipient, we have growth, we have fully developed, and we have decay. That's question 4A. Question 4B. Question 4B. Question 4B. Draw and label the part of a fire extinguisher. Draw and label the part of a fire extinguisher. Draw and label the part of a fire extinguisher. Draw and label the part of a fire extinguisher. So when you see a fire extinguisher, draw and label it. So you see there are components in the fire extinguisher. The thing that you press down for the gas to come out is called a release lever. It's called a release lever. That thing that you use to press it down is called an handle. There's a pin that you pull before that thing can come down. It's called a pull pin. It has a hose. It has a cylinder. The thing inside it is called the extinguishing agent. There's a gauge that we normally look. So those are what I expect you to label when you see the label the fire extinguisher. So that is all the questions that you are expected to write. And I wish each and every one of you best of luck in the exam. If you have any question, if you have any observation, just let me know. If you have your handout, the last question is on page 41 of the handout. Are you with me, everybody? I will tell you some of the places where you have the question inside the handout. Question 4B is on page 41 of the handout. Question 4A, the development stage. The development stage, it's on coming. I will help you get that now. It's on page 21. Page 21 to page 23 of the handout. Page 21 to page 23 of the handouts. Write a short note on the mode of fire transfer, why it's important. Write short note on the 5 main types of fire extinguisher and their classes. That one is on page 31 of the handout. It's on page 31 of the handout. Say, write annotated diagram, discuss fire tetrahedron. It's on page 15 of the handout. So others act as bonus. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you for the second semester. Best of luck.
Amen.
Congratulations. Thank you all. I want to take the MSc now.
When the MSc in the too. Masters.
So if you have any question, you can private chat me. You can send message to me via WhatsApp.